This is our new wax melting machine. It carries 110 gallons and it's going to take our business to the next level. But today, I need to make a stand for it. All right, so inside this tank, it's 110 gallons, holds up to like 750 pounds or something, or 770 I think is what they're advertising. But what I like about it is that it's completely round on the inside, 2 zones for equal heating, and what's great is because it's circular, easy cleaning. And then on the bottom is about a 1-inch drain, and it's tapered that way, so everything will get out 100%, zero waste, easy cleaning. And I think that's ultimately, back in frame, that's ultimately why we ended up looking at this tank. And the fact that it was the size that could fit through a normal 36-inch door made it so if we had to move it around, shouldn't be an issue. At this moment is where I realized that our stand is exactly 36 inches. That's going to be an issue. From the drain hole that's on the bottom of the melter, that's when it starts going through the pump. So it comes right through this fill port, gets pumped with this massive motor through here into an insulated line. And then at the end of this 15-foot insulated hose is the computerized fill port. This thing is going to set it up so I can do anything from 1 ounce conditioner samples all the way up to gallon of either the wood finish, stung oil, or even the woodworker's oil. And it's all going to be automated. It's going to be completely a game changer. And the fact that it's insulated means that it's going to be completely heated as well. So none of the wax is going to ever clog, fingers crossed, ever clog this hose. All right, so for the base, I had my brother, Chad, end up making this base for us. Ends up being pretty beefy. So this is a 3-foot by 5-foot wide base, made basically out of some plywood, 2x4s. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but what we need to do is get some casters on it. All right, so I went to Amazon and I got some 5-inch locking casters. And I need to make sure that these could handle the weight, because when that thing's completely full, they're saying about 770 pounds. It's gonna be a little bit more than that with the pump and motor and everything. So 4 wheels is good for 2,200 pounds, so it's definitely overkill. They sell them in batches of 4, so I ended up getting 8 total. I need 6 for this base, and I'm gonna put one right here and here. That's gonna go directly under the melter itself, but then this is going to be the area for the pump. This is the bottom of it. So once I flip it over, then this will be for the pump area. This will be for the melter. So I'm going to have a couple more casters here. So having that 6 caster setup is really going to give it so the weight is evenly distributed. But let's go ahead and put the casters on. All right, so the biggest thing I wanted to do here was to make sure that they swiveled fine, but then also if I wanted to lock them, I'd have the ability to do it from every angle, and just so they're enough, so they're close enough to the edge, it really shouldn't be an issue. All right, girl. She rolls. Good. That was risky. All right, so now I want to make sure that all of the wheels are locked. Here comes the fun part, trying to lift this thing up onto the base. Hey, let's move the stationary object to the mobile base. That's a great idea. What if I do this? it to be pretty much centered here. All right, so this 1-inch ball valve goes on like here, and they already installed when they delivered it, or before they delivered it, they installed this tape. What do you call that? Whatever, anti-leak tape, that's what I'm calling it. Probably, will it fit? No. But if I move this to the edge, that will. There we go, look at that. All right, let me get a better angle here. This is a 1-inch stainless steel ball valve, and I want to make sure, so this is when it's open and closed. So go ahead and install this just like this. Come on. You know what? I think that's good enough. That's gonna be off the ground. That's fine. Just like that then. This is the quick connect adapter, right? Connects to the ball valve. I think right there is the winner. All right, now let's get the pump on here. My God, this stuff is not light. Okay, so this connects just about like that. All right, so what I've noticed here is that when they ship this to us, they put the controller, which is broken, the controller and the motor on this base plate, and then what they didn't connect was the actual pump. So I connected the pump, and what I've noticed is that because now when I'm trying to connect the outflow from the tank to the pump, it is maybe like half an inch or so, maybe an inch too high. So then what I need to do is take off this plate and mount it directly to the base. I think that's what I got to do. What a damn hassle. Nope. Nope. Even that's not the right size. All right, before we get any further, let's go ahead and make sure this will line up. And let's see here. That's one, and come on, girl. 2. The only thing that's going to be moving is going to be the motor, which is going to be driving the pump. So then from there, this will be fine because there's no moving parts in that, so I don't have to worry about this moving. So if I bolt the motor down, that should be fine. And then realistically, we don't need, I can just go ahead and, I don't know what we're going to do with this. I got to move it back. If I move it to here, that'll connect, this will connect. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Here and here. All right. I think it's easier to fully line it up, get it cinched in. I think we're in business. Let's go. Awesome. All right, so what I just realized was the bolts that I have are not going to be long enough. So, looks like we're gonna go to a Home Depot run. All right, just got back from Home Depot. Got some longer bolts. The other ones were 1 inch. These are 1 inch or 2.5 inches, so these are plenty. This is the hose. Booyah. What we got to do now is a leak test. So let's go ahead and Get this plugged in. Make sure everything works. We've got power. We've got power. Turn that off. Power. We have power. All right, looking good. Let's get this thing filled up. Okay, so I have 4 5-gallon pots full, so I guess that's about 20 gallons. And looks about right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn everything on and see how it works. All right, so let me show you what's going on here. Bring this down here. Ooh, hey, you can see my behind the scenes. Cool. Bag for the win. But with that, what it's set up for right now, it says the temperature is right at 67, so I'm gonna bump that up. Now the second thing we wanna do, we've got the valve closed, and this is off, but now it's on, and this says 61, so let me open the valve here. We're good there. And that says 62, and it was 60, what, 72? What did it say? That's 67. So this is raising, so we know the temperature is coming up, so that's good. So here's the controller. And we turn, I think the bottom one on. Yep, that's for the controller. We'll just do 85 for now, because then we'll know it works. So that's set there. And I can feel that this is working, so that works. This is showing 68, so this is definitely going up with zone 1, so it's the lower half is zone 1, the top half is zone 2, so that's cool. All right, so I will turn this. Okay, I got the pump. I don't know if you can. Okay, the pump is going, on, off. So that's reset, so if I do on, and off. No kidding. Let's see what this. Okay, well that's interesting. And most likely not what it's supposed to do. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. This is not good. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is currently smoke coming from in between the pump and the motor. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so what I'm thinking is I need to call the manufacturer because this pump keeps seizing and I don't know why. And I don't want to ruin the motor if it's not needed. It's just water and it's at like 85 degrees. So it shouldn't be any issue at all for this. But you know what? Today we are able to make the base. It rolls great. Unfortunately, it seems like the motor, it might be a bad motor. I don't know. I have it directly by the specs of the manufacturer, but I'm going to give them a call and see if their customer service is what they say it is. But for right now, this is the end of today's video. This is the shop update. I'm going to bring you along basically the entire build of our master plan of making this thing a good shop for Bumblechutes. But anyways, thanks again for watching. Talk to you soon. Parallel here. Let me get a better grip. That is a worse grip. There we go. This beast is going to hold 110 gallons of the best wax for you. So stupid. Woo! Right.
That's how you can tell I haven't flown for a bit.
At the end of this 15-foot insulated cable, pipe, tube, insulated hose, at the bottom, so the entire thing, whatever we're making, is going to flow out the 1-inch outflow port. Goes out the outflow port.
Whoa.